If you guys want to be in with a chance of winning one of two £25 Xbox or PlayStation gift cards in my April giveaway, all you need to do is leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. Best of luck and enjoy the video. Hey guys, Ethan here, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to best prepare yourself for Team of the Season, which should start in around a month's time. There's not an exact date as of right now, but in previous FIFAs, Team of the Season has always started in late April or early May with the most consistent, and it then carries on for around 6 or 7 weeks. We have a huge market crash and players drop massively in price, and you guys need to be prepared for that. Make sure you've cleared out your club and really maximize the amount of coins you have ready for what is the biggest promo of the year. So if you guys have enjoyed the video, if you do, don't forget to leave a like on it, subscribe if you're new around here, and without further ado, let's go on into it. So the first step is pretty obvious, and that is to make sure that you've cleared out your club of any expensive players, especially informs and those types of special cards and high-end gold cards, because going into Team of the Season, they're going to plummet in value. We're going to have a big market crash and a lot of panic in the weeks building up to the promo, so prices are just going to keep on dropping down. You want to try and sell these players around Thursday and Friday, because that is when people buy their weekend league teams, so those more expensive, valuable players do increase slightly in price around that time. They actually then drop down around Sunday and Monday with weekend league sell-off, so you want to capitalize on that and sell your cards into the hype before the weekend league starts if you've got any big expensive players. So you can see here that I only really have ones to watches that I'm keeping in case they play well before selling. I've got some ultimate scream cards I'm also keeping just because they're soon going to get their ratings changed and their stats changed with the April update, and in some cases that's going to make them go up in value if they get a favorable set of stats. And then I've got some discard price informs that don't really go for much right now, but may go for a little bit more in the future. There's no point selling them now as they go for pretty much discard price. So if you have any cards like this, you can keep them, but apart from that, if you've got any expensive informs or any cards of much value, you want to try and get rid of them as soon as possible, because they're going to keep on dropping in price, and you want to go into a big promo like Team of the Season with the majority of your club liquidated. You want to have as many coins as possible to buy Team of the Season players, do SBCs, open packs, whatever you want to do during the promo. There's going to be so much content, and you want to have a lot of coins for that, because if you don't sell your players now, they're going to be worth significantly less in a couple of weeks time. The only players of real value in my club, and they're not even worth that much, we've got Champions League Edison, who's about 40k, and we've got Champions League Fabinho, who's just over 80k, and that's because I use both of them in my team. I've sold any other expensive players that I have had in my main team, so it's made up just of untradables, those two, and then Alexandro as well. I believe everyone else is untradeable, and I think at this stage of FIFA you guys will probably have a lot of untradables in your club from FUT Champions and from SBCs and from packs as well, if you've taken the untradables from division rivals. So you should be able to build yourself a pretty solid team made up mainly of untradables and the odd card you've bought off the market. That's what you want to do. You want to have a fairly inexpensive team made up primarily just of untradable cards, so you can still have a decent team to compete in for champions and everything and get packs ready for Team of the Season. But if you've got players like Ronaldo, for example, you want to sell them so that you really have the most coins possible going into Team of the Season, because those players are going to drop by around 20 to 30%. I've got quite a few SBC players, so 84s and 83s, that don't really have much value apart from for SBCs, because there's just no point selling them right now because they have very little value. I'm just keeping these as they're useful whenever any SBCs come out, and they have more value as well. So if like a Team of the Week SBC comes out, I can obviously sell those cards. My club is looking pretty empty because I did use a lot of cards in SBCs we had during FUT Birthday, so I don't really have many rare cards. I've got plenty of non-rares though. And these types of players there, it's worth going through and just checking exactly what they sell for. You're going to find some random cards there go for like 2 or 3k. There's not really a reason in lots of cases. Sometimes it's just because they're quite a rare card, or maybe they're useful for a specific SBC, or they're no longer in packs. But there are certain cards that go for lots, so it's worth just looking through and making sure that you clear out your club of these types of players, because they're fairly irrelevant. They're not going to be doing much in your club here, just sitting there. But if you sell them, you can really maximize your coins and make sure that you're going into such a big promo with the maximum amount of coins. You want, I'd say, about 90% of your club to be liquidated. The only cards you want to be left with are vital players to your squad that you haven't sold, and ideally not too expensive. You don't want to be having any really big like icons or expensive players in there, or investments. They're the other cards you could maybe keep if they're investments that haven't really risen too much, like discard price informs, where you're not really going to lose out much. In some cases it's worth just selling an investment now, even if you're not making that much profit, or even taking a marginal loss, just because those cards are going to drop down even more in price in the future, so you can just cut your losses and sell them now. Also silvers, go through and check your silvers. A lot of cases, if these players play in big leagues, they will go for quite a few coins, especially if you have like Cardiff City players, for example. Some of them go for like 20 or 25k just for random silvers, so it's worth just going up. Literally just go to quality silver and then just go through all of these major leagues there, and you may find some random players that have a lot of value. You could easily have players sat in your club worth a few thousand coins that you really didn't know about. So it's worth just going through, checking all these cards, and just seeing. You may have a couple of expensive players. You can see here I have loads and loads of players from the Serie A. So I'm just going to check like a couple of these cards' prices. So this guy is like 1,000 coins, so I can sell him maybe for like 750 or so. Just quickly undercut there, try and get a sale. I mean, that's just one example. I have loads and loads of players here, and I will go and check all their prices at a later date. I mean, this guy here, 3k, I can list him for like, what, 2.5. And all these types of players here, they're not doing anything in your club, so you just need to sell them, get rid of them, and make sure you've maximized your coins there. But it's not just players, you've also got consumables. So all of these position change cards, you'll find some go for loads and loads of coins. I'm not entirely sure which ones are the most valuable. We've got one here, striker to centre forward, that's like 1,000 coins. I think centre forward to cam, or cam to centre forward, is like 4k. You've got contracts that go for like 250. All these types of cards here. You've got obviously chemistry styles. If you have like Hunter, Catalyst, Shadow, Anchor, Hawk, any of them, they go for plenty, so it's always worth checking the value of those. You can see here, Shadows are pretty much extinct. You can sell them at like 4.9 to 5k. Get a quick sale there, and you're sat on loads of coins that you may not know about. You've also got staff. You can go through and quick sell all of these types of things here. They give you 240 coins each. You can check your club items as well, and you can quick sell any kits and badges that you don't use. You can also sell them on the market if it's for a popular club like Barcelona, for example. You can sometimes get a sale at 200 coins, or if it's a silver kit or badge that's quite rare but that looks really cool, sometimes you'll see them go for like 1,000 coins or so, so it's always worth checking that. So just make sure you've cleared out all your club of consumables, any items like that, and players of course as well. That's probably the most important thing to do. You want to be completely liquidated, have as many coins as possible. You can see here that I'm already selling a lot of players and have sold a lot of cards there. We've got investments, we've just got players that I had packed and that were sitting in my club. I sold a lot of these players during Foot Birthday because they had good value there. I'm selling random cards that I found here, like this Semedo. He's a card that I invested a lot in. I picked up loads and loads of him, and happen to have one left there. You can see the only cards I really have left are cards useful for SBCs and those ones to watch cards. And they're the types of players I was talking about, cards that are either going to be more valuable in the future because of SBCs, so these types here, or if they play well, they're going to be more valuable. So there's going to be better times to sell like the ones to watches, for example. Like if Morata scores 2 goals, he's going to go up lots in price, I can sell him then. And with these types of cards here, the Ultimate Screams, I'm waiting for their next update because they're going to go up to, I think, 99 for 2 of their stats. And for someone like Rafinha, who's not had his pace boosted, means he's very likely to get 99 pace, and that will mean he's going to be worth a lot more than just 16,000 coins. So that's the main thing you want to do, is make sure that you've sold your players. Any players of any value, make sure you've got rid of them, they'll be worth a lot less. Also check for all your consumables and everything, and build a team that's primarily just made up of untradables. This is my current squad, and as you can see, there's only 3 tradable players in the entire squad, including bench and reserves, and they are, as you've already seen, Edison, Alexandro, and Fabinho as well. So apart from that, we've just got players from SBCs, we've got some players here from the weekly objectives, we've got foot swap players, we've got some flashbacks. Down here we've got untradables from packs. Down here, player of the month guides too, more untradables from, I think, division rivals here, more daily objective players, some not Champions League, some Foot Champions players, a whole mixture of different cards, but just untradables. That's what you want. You want to make sure that you've sold the majority of your players. Like, you can still compete at a really high level in Foot Champs with a team like this. Obviously, it's got loads of good players in, you don't need to be having like the best of the best when it comes to teams right now, because you can just try and get like gold 3, something like that, just easy FUT Champs rewards, get the packs and be stocked up ready for team of the season without really having to use like a super team. If you sell your really expensive players, go into team of the season with as many coins as possible, you're going to be able to get the best out of it, because if you keep your players now, they're going to be worth much less during team of the season. You'll be able to do less SBCs, buy less good players, and you just generally won't enjoy the promo as much, and it's one of the best, if not the best of the year, so you want to be best prepared for it. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on it. I will have a video out in either a day or 2, maybe 3 days, on a very cheap but very popular, not very popular, very overpowered squad builder that you can use if you don't really have many untradables. Just kind of a cheap, sweaty market crash team that you can use once you've sold the majority of your big players. I'm actually going away for 3 or 4 days, so I'm getting some videos scheduled ahead of time, and that's going to be one of them. But anyway, hope you guys enjoy this one. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll catch you later. Take care.